Good day, grade 9s. Welcome to this afternoon's lesson. Today we're going to take a look at a skill that you're going to be using throughout the rest of your school career and perhaps even when you go to university one day. Now, and that is to compare information in different types of texts. So let's take a look. What does it mean to compare? What do you do when you compare? So here we have a picture and we have a little man and he's holding an apple and he's holding a pear. So you look at what do you do when you compare? You look at similarities and you look at differences. So in this case, what is the same about these two things? We can say both of them are fruit. Okay, what are different? This one is an apple, this one is a pear, this one is red, this one is yellow. This one is shaped more like a circular and this has a more curvy shape. What is the same? Both of them have a little stem. Both of them have two leaves. So this is some things that you can do when you are comparing. Now, what do you do when you're comparing texts, when you're comparing written words? You identify also similarities and differences. And you can do that by asking different types of questions. For example, you can ask the question like, what is the same? You can ask a question, what is different? And this, what is the same and what is different, you're going to look at features or aspects like the main idea of the text. What is the tone of the text, the feeling, the feeling that is created in the text, the focus, what is the specific focus of the text, and what is the purpose, why the text was written. And then you can also look a little bit deeper and you can ask which text is better and you look at why is it better. So all of these answers will be based in the text and you will have evidence from the text to prove your answer. So let's do it in practice. We're going to compare two texts and about school recycling. Now let's read text A. Recycle at school helps reduce waste and protect the environment. Learners can bring plastic bottles and paper to school. Recycling teaches responsibility and keeps the school clean. So that's text A. So what is the text about? It's about recycling. We can see positive things. It reduces waste. It protects the environment. We see how learners participate. They bring bottles and plastic to school. And then we can also see that another positive thing, it teaches responsibility and keeps the school clean. Okay, if we look at text B, let's read text B. Many schools encourage recycling because it saves resources. However, some learners do not participate. Schools need better awareness campaigns to improve recycling habits. So let's compare these texts. First of all, we're going to look at what is the same. That it's about recycling. Text A is about recycling. Text B is about recycling. Text A tells us that learners participate. Learners bring plastic bottles and paper to school. Text B tells us that learners participate, but not all learners participate. Okay, so that is things that are similar. So recycling in school, text A, learners participate. Text B, some learners participate. Okay, let's move on. If we ask the question, what is the main idea? So the main idea in this text, as we've said, that recycling is good. There are positive things, benefits, reduce waste, protect the environment, teaches responsibility, keeps the school clean. Okay, text B, what is the main idea about text B? That recycling needs improvement. There is recycling, but there's also challenges, there's also problems, so it needs improvement. Okay, so that's the main idea. Both of the texts on recycling, positive things about recycling, the benefits of recycling. This text is also about recycling, a little bit of positive, some learners participate, but there's also challenges. Good, let's look at the next feature, the tone. Here is nothing negative in text A. Text A is only about positive things, about recycling. So we can say that the tone is positive. But if we look at text B, we say there is something positive, a little bit of positive, that many schools recycle. But now we bring in a little bit of negative, a challenge. Not all learners participate. But then we come with a solution, a little bit of hope. How can we improve that? So we can say that it's mixed. Tone is mixed. It's a little bit critical. We find a fault. We find a problem. Excuse me. If we move on and we look at the feature of focus, what is this focusing on? The specific focus of text A, we've already looked. It's all the benefits. Reduce waste, protect the environment, teachers' responsibility, keeps the school clean. So that's the focus of the benefits of recycling. But if we go to text B, we see that there's a problem. Not all the learners participate. And what's the focus? That we give a solution to the problem. There has to be awareness campaigns to make learners aware of recycling. So this is the focus, the narrower focus. And then if we look at the purpose, why do you think the writer wrote text A? It could be to make people aware of all the benefits of recycling. It can also be to encourage learners or to motivate them to recycle because of all the benefits. Okay, in text B, what is the main purpose? The main purpose is to give the problems, the realistic problems about experiencing while recycling at school, and to give a solution. Now, if we go deeper and we say, what can you infer? Infer means what hidden message, what conclusion. We look at the information given in the text, and then we have to draw a specific conclusion. What does it tell us about recycling? So if we look at text A, all the benefits of recycling and that the learners participate, we can say that recycling in this school, that it is that it's going well, right? That there is recycling, the learners participate, so the recycling process is going well. But in what conclusion can we come? When we look at text B, we can see that in text B that recycling is happening, but it can be improved. It's not successful yet. So this is a conclusion that we can make. Now, you can compare different types of texts. In the text A and text B that we looked at are prose texts, words that are written. Now you can compare texts like this, be cool, recycle in school. Or a text like this, rethink, refuse, reduce, repurpose, reuse, recycle, rot. These texts are posters. Posters use images, pictures. Now you see the pictures, the hands, and it also uses short messages, words to send short messages. There you just see words. Okay, so if you compare two posters, you have to ask, what do you notice about the images? So first you're going to look at the images, the pictures. Here it is very colorful. You see the 4 different types of recycling bins that can be used. You see the children, the learners, you see that they're all smiling, they're happy to be recycling, and they believe it's cool. Now here, we just see the different things that can be recycled, the symbol for recycling. We can see people participating, the hands represent people participating, and there you see a globe, something that can be recycled, and it's also a bright idea. Now, what do you notice about the words, about the message? Here they just tell us what can you recycle, and that if you recycle, you will be cool. Here they tell you how you have to change your mind and what you need to do to recycle. You have to change the way you think. You have to refuse to throw waste away. You have to use fewer plastic products. You have to see how you can reuse some of those products. And you have to recycle, and perhaps you have to start a compost to put nutrients back in the soil. So here you can see these 2 texts. Now, if we take a closer look, you can also compare words, a text in prose, like text A, but you can also take a look at a poster and you compare these 2 texts. Now, if you compare a visual text and a prose text, what do? You're going to, how are these texts similar, right? What is similar about these texts? How are these texts different? So here you can see that it's words, no pictures, it's full sentences. Here you can say the biggest, it's very few words, not full sentences, and you see that there's an image and color. Okay, when you're comparing text, the features that you use when you are comparing texts, you look at the information that is given, right? Here we see the benefits of recycling. Here you see also a benefit of recycling, the different types of recycling, and that you will be cool if you recycle. The purpose of the texts. Here it can be to show the benefits, to inform, to motivate, encourage, and here it's also to inform, to motivate, encourage. And you can look at the language. The language, it's full sentences and there's a lot of detail, and here we see there's not a lot of words. It is just a slogan, a few words. Okay, so detailed explanation. It explains recycling and the purposes and the benefits of recycling, and it uses full sentences. But in text B, it's a short message and images, and it is to persuade people, and it uses a slogan, the words, and it uses visuals. Right, so that's how you compare a prose text and a visual text. So which text do you think is more effective? Some people might say this text works better, this text is more effective because the color and the picture attracts attention of the reader, and it also it shows you what you can do to recycle, to the different things that you can recycle. Some people will say this text is more effective because it gives more information. You clearly understand what it says. So let's recap. When you compare texts, always remember to look at the main idea, what each text is about. You have to identify similarities and differences. What is the same and what is different? Then also think of the purpose. Why is this text written? What is the purpose of this text? Is it to explain? Is it to inform? Or is it to persuade? Then look at the tone and the language. Is it positive? Is it negative? Is it formal? Is it informal? Then we can always look at evidence in the text. You always have to support your answer from evidence of the text by giving evidence from the text. And also make inferences. Try to ask what is not directly said. What conclusion can I come to when I read this information? What is hidden message is there hidden between the lines? And then evaluate the text like we did with in the previous slide, where you compare a prose text and a visual text. Ask yourself which one is more effective, which one is working better, why? And then thank you. That's all for today. So I hope in future, when you have to compare texts, that you have a little better idea of what you have to look at to determine what is similar and what is different. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.